O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise. Psalm 51:15. Most of us know a lot of vocal prayers, from the Hail Mary to the Bless us, O Lord prayer over meals and lots of litanies in between. Many of us have been reciting prayers to God from an early age. Jesus himself taught us the most powerful and perfect vocal prayer, the Our Father. And while it's not considered the highest form of prayer, so to speak, realize that vocal prayer is extremely important for us as human beings. Why? Because we aren't pure spirits floating around like angels. We are a union of body and soul, of body and spirit. Now, a fancier way to say it is that we are embodied persons. We're not just bodies and we're not just spirits. I mean, think about it. When grandma shows off her pictures of her grandkids, she doesn't say, "That's the body of my grandson," or "Check out the spirit of my granddaughter." No, she just says, "Look at my beautiful grandbabies." That's because body and spirit join to form the whole human person. You see, contrary to what some teach, our bodies aren't some kind of add-on or suit that we'll take off in the next life. They're an intrinsic and necessary part of who we are. Realize that the bodies we now have are going to be transformed and glorified when we all rise with Christ at the end of time. We're going to have them for all eternity. And the Catechism says one of the things this means is that as embodied persons, as a union of body and soul, we experience the need to translate our feelings externally. In other words, we need and desire to show our emotions, feelings, and such through our bodies. For example, if it's the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs and the cleanup hitter on your favorite baseball team belts a home run over the left field wall to win the game, do you just sit there and say, "Well, that's cool"? No, you're hooting and hollering and jumping up and down. If your typically straight C's child comes home with a perfect report card full of A's, are you just like, "Not bad, honey"? Not a chance. After checking to make sure they didn't forge their grades, you're hugging and excitedly promising ice cream. Why? Because you're outwardly expressing interior excitement. You're showing your excitement through your body. We do something similar in church all the time. We kneel to pray. We bow our heads. We fold our hands. We genuflect in front of a tabernacle. Why? Because we're expressing interior reverence exteriorly through our body. And vocal prayer works the same way. It's an external voicing of our interior life. It's extremely important. Even if you progress all the way into the highest of heights in the spiritual life, you don't leave vocal prayer behind. The Catechism says it remains an essential element of the Christian life. Also realize that words are incredibly powerful. 2 little words, "I do," change everything for a man and a woman. And just as a word of advice, "yes, dear" are almost as powerful. Of course, God's words are so powerful that he created the entire universe simply by speech. Let there be. Now, we might not have that kind of power, but we all know from experience how powerful words can be. We can bring someone to tears with our words, or be brought to tears by someone else's. Another reason why the vocal prayer is so important is that our prayer lives aren't just private and personal. We are the family of God, and we worship together in the Mass and other liturgies. And there is real power when the family of God is praying together in His name.